It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is June 1st. So it is the first day of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, round 18. And it is also Sunday. So the Sketch Sunday crew and I will be playing along with all of the sketches that Christy has provided for us. They are all exclusive sketches, which totally works for our series. Not that we don't have the occasional non-exclusive, because that's fun too. A sketch is always fun. It's such a great place to start. So today's sketch is from Eve, and she is Caledonia Papercraft. And she has this super fun sketch. So you've got some chevrons in the background over some mixed media, one photo, and then a couple of borders down at the bottom to kind of hold everything in place. So I found this paper from Hip Kit Club, and I really liked it. And so I know in the sketch, it looks like it's probably just a white background. I felt like this one was mostly white, so it kind of worked, and it kind of helped having that spot for the chevrons and the mixed media. But I thought the florals were just pretty. So also in this same collection or kit, there was this kind of, I guess it's a chevron paper. It was just one big paper, and I decided to gut the center so that I can use the outside as a border, which I would have normally done with this layout to kind of connect the two, but it would have cut off too much of the florals, and I didn't want to cut down the florals. So I'm just using that piece that I gutted in for these like chevron pieces, and it's not a actual square. So you can kind of see that the right hand side is definitely longer than the right hand side is longer than the left hand side, which is fine because I'm going to put my photo over there, and I don't think that you're really even gonna pay much attention. So for the mixed media in the background, I just did the packaging technique, and I did it with some shimmers. And this one is Tickle Me Turquoise. So just a little packaging technique with some splatters, and I did let that dry, and then I'm going to kind of figure out my layout. So another reason that I chose this kit was because it had these like fabric-y scalloped borders. So I knew that would be good to use on the bottom where those borders are. So between the chevron paper and the borders, I just felt like this was going to be a good choice. Now, none of this is Disney or amusement park or anything like that, but I felt like there was enough items in here that I could make it work. So she's got some frames in that kind of surround her photo, and these frames are too small, I feel like, to do that. So instead, I'm just going to stick a couple of frames behind my photo. Same kind of effect, but not completely. And I'm looking for I was actually looking for a piece of white cardstock because I want to map my photo in there, and I didn't have one. So I decided, well, let me go through the ephemera bits first, and then I'll get up and get some white cardstock. It's just behind me in the craft room, but I didn't want to get up. So a lot of the time I keep my scraps of black and white cardstock that I tend to map my photos with underneath my trimmer. So I always look there first. So here I'm just going through those ephemera pieces and seeing if there's anything that can possibly work. So she doesn't really have a ton of embellishing clusters. So I just decided to do a couple by the photo, and then I was thinking of adding a couple of the wordy bits to where the chevrons are. And then let me see. Let me grab the layout. So the piece that I put behind the photo, I think said daily grind, which, daily routine, which this would not be a daily routine for us. But the daily to me worked because this is a picture of my daughter and I. We went to the rope drop at Disneyland, and that was something we had never done. I didn't even know it was a thing until I was doing some investigation on just some fun things to do that were not your typical riding rides kind of thing. But that's something they do daily. So I thought that little card that said daily would work. And then down on the bottom, I thought the alarm clock was cute because you do have to get up a little bit earlier. And then there's that little circular like thumbs up. It says you did it because we obviously made it. And then another piece that says today was a good day. And then a journaling spot that says feeling this. So I did go off screen and I went ahead and glued everything down. And now I'm going to bring all of those pieces back in. But I've also went into my stash for scrap and ink crafts and pulled a couple of acrylic pieces. I think they're acrylic. And so I have a Minnie head, I have a castle because we're right there by the castle even though you can't see it, and then a little map, which I thought was kind of cute. So I definitely wanted to get these 3 pieces on there. And so I'm just kind of re-putting things where I think they're going to go. And then I believe I will go off screen and glue everything down. I definitely fuss with these different pieces. The acrylic pieces definitely make their way around, except for the Minnie. She pretty much stays over there, but that's going to be the final spot where they look. And then for finishing, this is also from Scrap and Ink Crafts. This is called All the Mice, and it's just a bunch of different colored Mickey heads. So you can use them like sequins. And so in each of the clusters, I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple of these Mickey heads in, and they're so cute. And this paper has so many colors in it. Almost all of them work. I'm not going to pick there's no black and there's no red on this layout, so I'm going to skip those 2 colors for right now. And then I do decide to do a title. So she has her title down below, which could be my take note, but I decide to do a rope drop because the letters go really well with the photo. So that is going to do it for day 1. So I will have the playlist for 30 days of sketches as well as links for the Sketch Sunday crew so you can see what they are doing with this layout. And that's going to do it for me today. So remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.